Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome back to Let's Play Amnesia Rebirth. This is episode 10. So, last time we finally escaped from Leon DeVries, or his ghoul form, but we ended up in an entire cave system full of ghouls, where apparently they were all being stored when not hunting down humans. Then we made it back to the portal, but because we were using an unsecured orb, which one of the notes mentioned when we first got there, the shadow just came through and we ended up teleporting to somewhere else in the Otherworld. So now we don't know where we are.
Another portal. Or it was. Ruined now.
I mean, it looks like it never had the proper, interior part. This is just like an entry portal. So I take it none of this stuff does anything. I'm gonna say this is the most well-lit area we've seen in the Otherworld. I guess the power's still working, or it's sort of daytime outside. Okay, the front doors don't open. I assume that's the front doors. Wonder if we're gonna find out what's up with this tentacle-headed statue, because we've been seeing a fair number of those in these facilities. Kind of seems like this area is buried underground, though.
This doesn't get any easier, does it, Marie?
Okay, so we do have one of these batteries, or I guess they're more like power links, because they don't actually generate power, they just transfer it. We probably need to power these two things. They have advanced egg chairs in this world. They truly were ahead of their time. So I can't imagine we're that far off from the end of the game, but I think that it's still going to be a case where the end of the game is when we reach the village finally. Alright, so I don't think we can get this thing all the way down that hallway to power the door, so I think we need another one of these. Does turning these on actually do anything? I mean, it connects them in the chain. Okay, they've got a bunch of seats here. They actually don't look that comfortable considering they have no arms or anything. These are like, bus chairs put onto platforms. Is this like a lecture hall or a theater? Okay. This, don't know if this lever does anything. So we got another power junction. Nothing up here. We got another one of these in here. Some more cages in there. And possibly a lot of blood on the floor? I can't really tell from here. Well, I don't think we're getting in there. But now that we have another one of these, we should be able to link up to that door. So I think to power this one, we're going to need a third one, so we got to go to that door back there and then link it back here. We're just making an increasingly long chain of power. So yeah, let's see how far we can get this without losing connection. So we leave that there. So they could have built more puzzles around this, but there really isn't a lot of puzzle to it, which is a shame. So we light up this room. Gotta say, this is probably the most decorated area we've seen in the Otherworld. Everywhere else was much more functional, more sterile. But there seems to be a lot of art into this place. I bet that's tin-hanan there. The Empress with the butterfly wings. Not really sure what's going on here. I guess these are humans being harvested. They shoo them through the portal, and then you get juice out of them. Yeah, they do seem to be juicing her up. And that is the vitae extraction process. And then a bunch of people look disapprovingly at the Empress, while a mask of her face also looks disapprovingly. I guess these are just lamps. And lamp oil. But yeah, they wouldn't really need oil in this world if they have these power sources. Alright, well, we got a note here. The major breakthrough in the refinement process was from Ayandra the Apostate, who begged sanctuary in our city, having incurred the wrath of the rulers of the enkindled fortress. To prove his worth, the apostate suggested a decoction of flour from Amerish to erase the memory of his subjects, thus reducing the fatigue associated with multiple sessions of stimulation. This greatly impressed Tamaku, and he placed Ayandra under his protection. The two worked together for many years until the apostate's crimes were revealed, whereupon he was exiled beyond return. So then, is Ayandra Alexander? Because they never said why he was exiled from his world, so this seems very likely that he discovered the amnesia concoction before his exile and realized it was much more effective for vitae-harvesting. So I guess he did know about vitae before he came to Earth. Alright, so let's go back and set up our chain of power. I do like the idea that she has no idea what these things are or how they work, but she's just casually tossing them around. So we see how far this can go before it loses its power.
What do you suppose happened to the people who lived here? At least we got away from Leon. I never liked him. He liked me, but in the wrong way. And he hated Salim.
You might say he was just a bit of a creep. No. I need you to not roll away. There we go. Just gotta not trip over it. Alright, this should extend far enough. Not sure what this did, though. I guess we can pull this lever and see if it does anything now.
Some sort of performance? Presentation?
Announcement? What's this? Is extracting juice from humans just one of the things that they show off? Fun for the whole family. Is this what happens when your vitae is fully extracted? You just turn into, like, stone dust? This is unfortunate. Oh. Okay. I take it that up there is the symbol for crop that we read about. Come on. I think we might be able to use this to get through. Can we Half-Life 2 this and throw the corpse out, take its place? Seems like a possibility. Don't really know what that does. Alright, give us another. Oh, this one's empty already. That makes it even easier. So, I take it this is actually a lecture hall then, explaining the process of extracting vitae. That one didn't actually stop. I was thinking maybe I could, like, pull the power and it would... stop this thing from continuing down the track, but I don't see how it would actually get in it and then turn the power back on. Maybe I just have to climb in when it's going across? Let's try that. Because there's a delay to this whole process that gives you some time, so... if I can just, There we go. Isn't it gonna just stick me in there, though, now that someone's in it? Now we can see if there's anything wrong with the baby.
There you are.
And it's even better than any ultrasound.
I'm sorry, little one. Happy tears, I promise. I thought you might be a dream. Or that that something had gone wrong.
Doesn't seem to be anything horrifically mutated about it.
What? I don't like this.
We're getting all kinds of body errors.
Sickness. Sickness. Wasting.
The child will be born with a sickness. It will waste her to nothing.
No.
I can help her. I can save her.
Is that also what happened to her first child?
She's ill. She's ill, I remember. Oh god. Just like Alys, what do I do? Help me!
Aid within these walls. Follow me.
Now, is she just helping us because she can't have kids herself? Or is there an ulterior motive here? Okay, so when we pull this, there's a delay before the arm comes down, so we can just climb back in.
If there's something in here that's gonna help you, I've got to try it. Anything.
So, is this a medical facility then? I guess it was probably better to jump out there than just get dumped all the way down. That seems like a shin-breaking fall.
Ah! Oh, damn it!
There's a lot of meat here. What I don't get is this all seems like it would have happened long enough ago that there shouldn't be meat in most of the places we find it, because it would have rotted away. But this all seems like kind of recent enough that it's still fleshy.
At least I got to see you. I'm so sorry, my love. I should have known you were ill.
Well, someone brought some matches with them. We're still full up, though. Okay, so we're not going through the meat door, but there is a little grate here. I would say that this seems like a good way for these people to escape, but I'm pretty sure they were very dead by the time they got here. I can't gently go down, so I'm just gonna... I would think, though, there shouldn't be any hunters on this side. Because you'd think that would be something they generally want to keep out of sight and not acknowledge. Though I do wonder if all of the hunters were made out of humans in the first place. We just take the humans, make a couple of them monsters, and let those monsters hunt the other humans. Okay. Don't know what this place is. Just seems like a lot of empty metal struts. I mean, they're like tunnels. I wonder if these are also human spook generators, since there's a big wall of blades there. They dump them in like animals and watch them run to study their fear response. Okay, we're not going that way. I mean, there's also big piles of meat.
Emily, you don't want to know what I'm stepping on.
So I'm not really sure we want to know what these tunnels are for. They seem like some kind of just human slaughtering machine. You know, like a big wind tunnel, but they just put spikes at the end of the tunnel so it blasts you into them. Okay, I thought that was a ghoul, but it sounded a little more ethereal. We still never really found out if that floating creature we saw in the Otherworld the first time was Tamaku. Or not Tamaku, I keep forgetting that name. It's tin-hanan. This looks like it leads outside.
Oh, my heart.
I mean, having your first child have a wasting sickness like that kills them, you'd think it'd make it a pretty hard decision of whether to have another kid or not. Alright. Is this a transport system?
This place is some sort of station, I think.
Alright, no adjusting that. Can't open the cages either. God damn it. I very nearly lit it. I mean, I'm glad that even though there are some areas in this that are very dark, just like the first game, it does have some areas that are fairly well lit.
Look, those bright places. I think they're more rifts back to our world. And we get to
It's a good thing these rifts don't work unless you have like a traveler's locket. Otherwise, these things would be leaking through into our world constantly. Then again, there's also already a cave full of, 100 fucking monsters. That is still there. We didn't get rid of it or anything. So someone's gonna dig that up someday and make a creepypasta about it. We thought we had found something amazing under the desert. We were wrong. Creepypastas, I enjoy a fair number of them, but they really do have very stupid naming schemes a lot of the time. Where it's just like, if you blank, then blank. Archivist.
By my knee delivers constant chatter about the honeycomb he found. Phila, little face, serious, tongue stuck out as she draws in the earth with his stick. Hermia catches the boy up in her arms and flashes me a tired smile. I too am tired, but I am grateful for this day.
It's a memory, I think.
You're only just now realizing that?
It is time. I hold her down, stroking her neck. She is oblivious, nuzzling at me. I thank her for her company, for her comfort, for her nourishment. I cut her throat swiftly. She complains, but it does not take long. I catch the blood in a clay pot. She will save us this winter.
Are these like consumer-grade memory cylinders? They don't store as much. Because those are a lot shorter than the ones we found before. And what do you want to bet that was her talking about her pet human and not, like, a dog? Or whatever nightmarish creatures this world has equivalent to dogs. Like all of the dog-like creatures in Kenshi. Don't forget, too, that the cairn, the invisible fish monster, also comes from this world naturally. It's a picture of a hand. That's
I do not like the look of these.
the end of Gandalf's staff. It's a communicator. It's a dead end.
Here? This is the place I can help Amari?
Vitae is life against sickness.
What do I have to do?
Create Vitae. Sit. Be healed.
The energy that powered the portal. Right, because that was so easy to find last time.
Well, we just need to find someone else to torture.
There must be a way to make it here. She wouldn't have said it. This looks dead. Needs energy to bring it to life, I think.
We've been doing a lot of running, you know?
This doesn't seem to be working. Have I missed something?
It's nice to take a load off once in a while. Oh, we can see the power pipeline on the bottom there. Looks like we need one of these scanners. Whatever these things are. No? Is there any lights I can light in this room so I don't have to keep wasting all my oil? Okay, thankfully some of these doors can be opened by hand if you don't have any power. Well, I had another one of those scanner things, but then I dropped it. Okay, this one has a bull symbol on it instead of fire. But yeah, I don't think this thing works without power. Are those like torture modules? Are these different methods of torture that we're plugging in? Oh, a little too wide to fit through this gap. Under the sign of Olan, on the 8th rise, at the 3rd calling, I, Kemi, make this record. There is a fault on the 3rd shuttle rail. I've diverted stock to Factory 5 while this is investigated. As a result, Portal Station Rakiosta reports unsanitary stock buildup, and requests additional staff with Ankari stones to control the harvesters. I have forwarded the message to allocations, so recorded in her name Eternal. Sounds like they were harvesting people in quite large numbers, if they were having stock buildup problems.
I lie amongst rustling grass, up on the hillside above the bay. It is the day after the rain. I can smell the green on the breeze. The skies are blue now, with only wisps of cloud. The bell of the white goat clanks nearby as she reaps and chews at leaves. I close my eyes and listen to the world.
Do they have goats in this world? We got a control terminal here. Not really sure what any of this indicates yet, but I'm sure we'll find out. Broken? There's another power core up there, so we can power something off of it.
The wind howls, but I am warm, cocooned under the blanket by the fire. Her head rests on my shoulder, and I listen as her words flow. Plans, hopes, dreams, fantasies. Everything that we know is impossible, but I know that it doesn't matter, for we will be together, and that is everything.
Kind of wondering if these ones are actually from humans and not Otherworlders. Under the sign of Olan on the 8th rise at the 2nd calling, I, Teoti, make this record. The vitae flow has reached equilibrium across the network as a result of the adjustments to Factory 6. This is in line with recent calculations and indicates that we will indeed have more than sufficient flow to sustain the Empress and meet the demands of the populace until the new factories are connected 100 rises from now. So recorded in her name Eternal. So this might explain why the ancient Mithraic, kind of religion or belief was widespread across the world, because there was actually just a bunch of harvesting facilities. And thus the orbs were not left behind intentionally, but rather left behind when this world died. But then I think this is more recent than that, because... well, it could also be that time is different here. Because those were ancient even when the first game took place, so they would still, I think, be functioning, if that was the case. I don't know.
She promised aid. Within these walls, she said.
I feel like the timelines are probably not perfectly consistent in this game's lore. I feel like I'm just wandering further and further into this facility without actually accomplishing anything.
There's someone in there, still alive. I don't think I can get it open. I'm sorry. I have no way to help you.
But you're full of some way to help me. What is this? Under the sign of Olan on the 8th rise at the 4th calling, I, Atharu, makes this record. The memory view process has undergone refinement by Suvar. Short bursts of memory are optimal. Combined with the new elixir, the memory cycle now reaches full application at no longer than 57 Idar. Our goal is now to reduce the cycle of pain to improve the public perception of the process. Tamaku has ordered it, and so it must be. Oh, so they were starting to feel inhumane about harvesting life energy, huh? Look, the people's starting to think that maybe it's not great that we torture them to get that battery juice. I wish this room wasn't so dark. There's like no torches in here to light. Under the sign of Idu, on the 12th rise at the second calling, I, Atharu, make this record. The cycle of replenishing is now as follows. 1. Application of Elixir of Flower of Emerish, that the memories of the pain be erased. Application of extracted materials to raise levels of Inda above indication level, that the subject's potential be maximized. I don't know what's going on with this pod. Seems like it's not working as intended if it keeps flashing red like that. Under the sign of the Empress. The God Empress of mankind. Are they mankind, though, or are they otherkin?
I'll find a way to make you well. I swear.
You don't need to keep picking. I'm working on it. Okay, we got more module thingies here. Just feel like none of these rooms I'm passing through are actually helpful to our current objective. Is that an Ankh? Or just a key?
It is the first time I have seen him in a week, and it is as if 10 years have bent his spine, sapping the flesh and the color from his cheeks. His eyes are red-rimmed. They will not meet mine. Fear grips my heart and starts to squeeze. Son, he says, she is with the gods now.
I mean, it seems like these are just random memories they were yanking out of these people's heads as they studied them.
Under the sign of Idu on the 4th rise at the second calling, I, Atharu, make this record. Research into the revised chamber has led to a breakthrough. Introducing the memory capsules allows for a more intense reaction to the pain, rising to a tensor level of 17 immediately. Subjects no longer rapidly burn out. Our supply problem is solved. Direct stimulation of the nerves, followed by a dose of Elixir of Emerish, followed by an application of the subject's own best memories. Or to view it another way, fear, oblivion, hope. Fear, oblivion, hope. It is so simple. Without fear, there is no vitae. Without hope, there is no fear. So recorded in her name eternal.
Alexander never figured out that full third part of the process, though. He only had fear and oblivion back and forth, which itself would eventually stop working. Subject 1145SV. Initial extraction indicates worker class, with a familial structure consisting of a partner and 2 offspring at the time of capture. High potential yield. Per protocol, focus further extraction on early contact with partner and formative years of offspring. In addition, typical strong memories relate to capture location and parental connection. Subject 1144SV, initial extraction indicates worker class, no immediate family, but a strong connection to a single individual. Average potential yield, focus further extraction on contacts with that individual. Ignore all pre-adult memories, as no familial connections typically indicate no positive material to use. Orphans are no good to us. Subject 1143SV, initial extraction indicates subservient class, no immediate family. Low potential yield. Focus further extraction on earliest memories, but also consider discard. What's behind the curtain? Is that a canopic jar? What's that doing here? Well, we got a battery. This seems like some kind of testing room, like they were seeing what the reaction to these objects were, because you can see that they strapped them into this chair. Now that is an Ankh. So I suppose they were just like, how do you feel about this?
Look at them. I wonder who they were. I need to tell you about Alys, little one. She was your sister. For a while, in our little rooms in Paris, it was just the three of us. She loved stories. And she loved to play in the park. And she's with your father now. And you're with me. Oh, and there was Maka. Alys's toy monkey. I've got him.
It bit me. I think that's one of the things we saw the first time we were here. It's some kind of floating man creature with a crystal, a security drone. Well, obviously we need this power source. This creature is also very loud. Sounds like it's trying to vacuum out my soul. What? I had the struggle pop up. But then it went away. Pretty sure I just need to get out of this room with a battery, but I'm getting darkness here, so I need to... I think if you get caught in the beam, it'll start sucking you in. And that's when you need to struggle. I struggled, but I don't know if it worked. No. I was wiggling pretty hard. I don't know if I can get out of that. She's going so far back.
This creature. This curse. I can't let it win.
Never mind, she ended up here. It like showed her here, and then she went back to like the room we started in. Is the vitae also going to get rid of our ghoulification? Alright, so yeah, we just need to get this friggin' battery through this room. Which is difficult because obviously it glows, and therefore it would give us away, but the monster has despawned, as tends to happen in this game if you get caught. spooky creature, but also kind of an annoying creature just with how loud it is. Okay. So... can pull this switch now.
That might be our ride out of here.
We've powered up the escape tram. Alright, let's take this thing back, and then I think we will wrap up the episode. I'm just wondering if I have to do something with that pod before I go back. Is this door closed behind me? Yep. Seems like I can't open it now. So, hopefully not. Alright, we've powered up the extraction room, and oh look, there's already somebody on the docket. Who the fuck are you?
Hello? Can you hear me? I don't know. Grunt or something if you can hear me. Christ. So close, but I can't reach you.
So how long have these people been here? I mean, he looks like he's been harvested quite a bit. Maybe there's something that keeps them alive longer, though. Alright, so we'll wrap up here. Next time we will do the torture extraction, because I'm pretty sure that's what we need to do. So, until then, I've been Shadefire. Thanks you again for joining me with Amnesia Rebirth, and I hope I'll see you next time, where we restore our baby's degenerative condition. Until then, take care.